it's Rosie here from rosypeña.com, a fashion, sewing, and lifestyle blog. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited that you're here. It's actually thundering and raining outside, but I wanted to sit down because I've missed you guys so much. And I just wanted to share with you some of the fabrics that I picked up along with my sewing plans. And I also recently picked up a few books. I've been trying to read more, mostly in the self-help, self-improvement kind of arena. Those are the books that I'm really interested in. So I have two books to share with you also, and I'll just go ahead and talk about those at the end. But first I'm going to talk about some fabrics that I picked up along with my sewing plans for the next month. So if you guys don't already know, I'm currently on summer break from nursing school. I just finished my first semester of an RN program, so if all goes well, I'll be a registered nurse in 2022. So you guys wish me luck. But I've been taking the time during the summer to go ahead and sew and just make time for me, self-care. So I'll go ahead and just jump right into it. I'm going to share the first fabric that I have. And I have my laptop pulled up so that I can read off the description. All of these fabrics are from fabrics.com, and I will have a blog post with the pattern links and fabric links, and you can find all of that at rosypeña.com. So rosypena.com. I'll have all of this information there, and that will be linked in the description bar as well. So the first thing that I want to show you guys is this Telio Pluto linen blend print feathered fabric. So I picked up 2 yards of this, I believe, yeah, 2 yards of this. And again, it's just a beautiful linen blend. It's really nice, kind of light to mid-weight type of a fabric. It's not super lightweight at all. It has a really nice structure to it. So this fabric is so beautiful, and of course I just fell in love with this print. This is actually from my last purchase that I made from fabric.com, and I just haven't cut into it yet. So I did make a few of the other things. If you haven't followed me on my Instagram, I've made 2 new blog posts, and I always share about that on my Instagram. So a few of the other fabrics that I picked up I already cut into and I already made things with, but you can see those on my Instagram account at just follow me at Rosy Peña. So the thing that I want to sew with this beautiful linen fabric, it's just so gorgeous and drapey. The pattern that I want to make this in is McCall's 8199, and I do believe it's from one of their newer collections. So I'll go ahead and post a little picture of this here so you guys can get a better look at it. So I thought the beautiful structured linen fabric would hold the nice puff sleeves on this pattern really nicely. So that's the reason why I kind of just paired these two together, and I'll probably cut into this really soon. So stay tuned for that. It'll probably be on the blog. So I'm interested in view B, which is this front cover model here. And there's quite a bit of elastic. I've actually already cut the elastic. There's some on the neckline, there's some on the sleeves, around the shoulders, and also around the arm. So there's a lot of elastic that goes into this. I'm not quite sure how comfortable that will be, but really cute pattern, and I'm excited to cut into this feathered fabric. It's so beautiful. Okay, so the rest of the fabrics are from my most recent purchase that I've made. So I don't actually have a pattern set in stone for this, so this is just showing you guys the fabric. And this is a Telio Perla Eco Tech Stretch Jersey Knit in the color Sienna. And I picked up 2 yards of this. So this jersey knit is definitely not super lightweight either. It's like I would say like a light to medium weight. So it does have a little bit of structure. It isn't quite as heavy as a Ponte knit. It's more just like a sturdier jersey knit. Sometimes you get those jerseys that are just really like flimsy and paper thin. This one is not that way. It has a lot of structure to it. But I don't even know what I want to make with this. They were just having a 20% off sale, and I got sucked in, and I love knits so much, and I also love this color Sienna so much. So I just went ahead and picked up 2 yards, and hopefully I will find a pattern to make this in before summer break is over for me. If you guys have any pattern suggestions, I would love that. Just go ahead and leave me a comment below and let me know what pattern you think would go nice with this fabric. So hopefully you guys can see that. It's just a really nice structured jersey knit from the Telio collection. Okay, so this next fabric that I have is a really beautiful floral print fabric. So I was really drawn into floral prints in this recent fabric haul. So this is a Telio Digital Visco Crepe floral print in the color beige / denim. And I picked up 2 yards of this as well. And I can tell already that the camera is not really doing this fabric justice. It's probably my favorite floral print from the fabric haul that I have today. but it's so beautiful. It has a really nice summery vibe in my opinion. So it has these like kind of blues and whites and a little bit of speckled oranges in there as well. And I know what I want to make with this fabric, so I'm gonna actually sew up a pattern that I've had my eye on. So when I was in the nursing program, I was, you know, just occasionally getting on Instagram, not really too often, but I kept seeing this dress and it was stuck in my mind, you know, pretty much the whole time. And I knew I definitely wanted to get my hands on this for the summer because it's a perfect summer dress pattern. So this is the Sicily slip dress pattern, and you guys are not going to be able to see it here, so I'll put a picture. But I just got the PDF version, printed it out, and then I put it in this little white envelope that I pick up from Walmart. It's such a beautiful pattern. I'm sure you guys have seen it floating around on Instagram. So it's a bias cut dress, so I'm gonna have to let it hang for 24 hours, and that way I can cut off the lopsidedness of the hem and all that. But I'm really excited. It's such a simple looking pattern, but you definitely want to take your time with something that is cut on the bias. So I'm super excited for the Sicily slip dress. And this is by a new pattern company that I've actually never heard of before this pattern. So this is called Sewing Patterns by Masin, M-A-S-I-N. And again, that's a Sicily slip dress pattern. And I'm gonna sew that in this really gorgeous crepe floral fabric. I'm so excited for this one. Okay, so this next fabric is a Telio soft teak rayon stretch jersey knit in the color ocean blue. Very similar to the solid sienna colored fabric as well as far as the structure of it, but it's in this beautiful ocean blue color. And the pattern that I want to make this in is the pattern that I've actually already sewed before, and it's just a really beautiful crop top pattern. So this is McCall's 7812, and I believe I actually sewed the longer version, which is view A, previously, but I'm gonna sew the crop top version in this beautiful just solid print jersey fabric. So that's view B on the pattern. Again, that's McCall's 7812, and I'm gonna use this beautiful solid jersey knit to make that. I think it's gonna come out really cute. I don't think I will post a blog post on this one because it's kind of just a simple pattern, but if you guys want a blog post on it, just let me know, and if not, I'll definitely share it in a future what I made video as well. Okay, so the next one I have is another floral fabric. I told you guys for some reason I'm just really into florals lately. I think they're just really classic and kind of timeless, and I really want to just sew things that I know I'm gonna wear. There's so many things I've made on the blog which are so gorgeous, but I would never actually continue to wear them. So I'm just trying to get a little bit more intentional about my sewing. This is a Telio Visco crepe floral print in the color navy, and this is such a beautiful fabric. It's so gorgeous. All the florals prints that I picked out are just, I was there like for a while looking at them, making sure I wanted these specific fabrics. So I definitely took my time on picking the fabrics out. I don't actually know what I want to make with this. I can picture just like a flowy blouse. I don't think I would make a dress out of this. Maybe just like a really fun shirt pattern. I have so many Vogue patterns and so many McCall's patterns. I'm sure I can find something. Just really beautiful drapey fabric. Everything that I get from the Telio collection, I've never been disappointed from that collection. So I just go back time and time again. I really love the Telio fabrics. Okay, so this next one is kind of fun. This is just a denim chambray in the color dark blue. And I just picked up 2 yards of this, and I feel like I've gotten so many of these and have made patterns with them in the past. It's really just like a shirt weight kind of a fabric, you know, just simple, nothing too, it's definitely not thick by any means, but it's not super paper thin either. So it's not like a denim structure, it's just like a denim print. So it's not super thick at all. It's not paper thin either. But the pattern that I want to make with this, and hopefully it comes out cute, I'm not sure. So this pattern calls for twill, linen, cotton blends, or chino, which I've never sewn with chino fabric, but I'm really interested in doing that. So if you guys know of any fabric companies that have really nice chino fabric, let me know, and I will definitely pick some up. So this is McCall's 8204, which is just a learn to sew pattern. So super simple, kind of a jumpsuit pattern, and I'm interested in sewing view C. So it has these really cool ties on the shoulder. So I'm really interested in sewing this pattern, and I will probably just use this fabric here. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it would look cute with just like a simple, you know, knit kind of a t-shirt underneath. But if I do make this, I'll definitely have a blog post on that. So McCall's 8204 in this really simple chambray fabric. I haven't filmed videos in so long, so you guys bear with me. I'm super rusty. But the last fabric that I want to share with you guys, now that I'm looking at it, it might be my favorite floral. Each one I look at, I'm like, oh, this is the one. Okay, so this is a Telio rayon crepe print in Ditsy floral fuchsia. So that is this fabric here. And this is probably the most lightweight of the bunch, and also kind of the softest as well. And it just, you're not going to be able to see it, but it just has such a beautiful, just classic, timeless. Looking at this fabric, it kind of like reminds me of Italy or something, just really beautiful and magical. It's so pretty. So the pattern that I want to sew this in is the Calvin wrap top. So I'm actually wearing the Calvin wrap dress, and I will post a picture of this because I do have a blog post on this pattern. I've made the dress version, but I think the crop top version, actually I'm not sure if it's a crop top. I think it just hits kind of like at the hip level. Yeah, I think this beautiful fabric will look so great in a Calvin wrap top. It's such a beautiful, just chic, kind of, again, like a timeless pattern, so I think it would look really great in this beautiful, I don't know what it is about florals lately, I'm just so drawn to them. But again, I will have all of these fabrics and patterns and everything linked in the blog post, so if you guys want to check out more about anything that I talked about in today's video, just go ahead and check that out at rosypeña.com, and I'll have all of this good stuff linked. Okay guys, so that was all the fabrics that I wanted to talk about in today's video, as well as some of the patterns that I'm interested in sewing before summer break is up for me. Sorry if I was a little bit low energy in this video. It's been so long since I filmed a video, and there's just, you know, so much going on, I'm sure, with everyone. But now I want to go ahead and move on to the books. So I'm really getting into reading more lately. Obviously in school I've been reading so much about nursing and all things nursing, but I wanted to kind of take a break from that. So I picked up a few books. I've actually already read this one, which is The Untethered Soul. So if you guys are into self-improvement, self-development type of books, this one is kind of like a must read. The theme of this book, The Untethered Soul, was really just a lot about letting go of the past, letting go of, you know, negative feelings, letting go of anything that is kind of holding you back in your life. That's the theme, at least, that I got from this book. Is like, in a nutshell, if I had to say what is this book, The Untethered Soul, about, I would say it's about letting go and kind of just having peace with things. So I really am grateful for this book, and I've kind of already gotten that message from other things as well. You know, I'm really into Joyce Meyer. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about her. She runs Joyce Meyer Ministries. I will have her linked below. I love her so much. I've been listening to her for at least the past 3 to 4, probably 3 years. A lot of her messages are always about kind of letting go and trusting God and having faith and all that. This book kind of has that same message for me. So it's called The Untethered Soul, The Journey Beyond Yourself. So kind of just getting outside of your head. This book is actually linked in my Amazon shop, so I'll have that linked below. There's so many other things in there as well. I have other things on there, all things nursing, all things sewing. I have all of my sewing machines linked in that Amazon shop as well as my video equipment that I use to film these videos. So all of that will be linked below for you. All right, so the last thing that I want to share is the most recent book that I picked up, which is called Big Magic. So this book is by Elizabeth Gilbert, and she is the author of Eat, Pray, Love. It says creative living beyond fear, a must read for anyone hoping to live a creative life. So all of us as sewers are pretty creative in general. You know, sewing is all about making something your own. You see the pattern and you make it your own. You pick out the fabric. Sometimes you do pattern hacks. So everything that we do as far as sewing is very creative. And I also have my own pattern shop, so that requires a lot of creativity as well. So I kind of just wanted to pick this up to see what it had in store for me as well. This book was recommended by Pick Up Limes here on YouTube. She has a channel all about vegan eating and stuff like that. She has recipes and all those kinds of things, but she recommended this book, Big Magic, and I thought for sure let me pick it up. So if you guys want to update on this book, let me know and I'll be sure to talk about it in my next video as well. All right, you guys, that is it for this video. I just wanted to share with you what I have been picking up lately, what I've been into. If you guys want to learn more about me, just go ahead and check out my website, rosypeña.com, and make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. Also, leave me a comment below and I'd love to chat with you guys. See you in my next one. Bye.
So it's like a denim collar, but not a denim slice. No, I'm in the middle of it. You just started reading when I was doing the video.